My weapon of choice today is going to be the KHI Kukri Scourge, Apocalypse Scourge from KHI Nepal. So let's see how this baby handles the bamboo. Okay, so this is a 13-inch Kukri Scourge with 5200 tool steel from KHI Nepal. Now, I can't speak enough of how well made this knife is. Notice I just knocked over the stand there. You know, it's kind of slicing through it. I mean, I can't say I'm that experienced swinging around a Kukri. I am learning. But it's just kind of slicing through the bamboo. I did not expect to see any damage or marks on the blades whatsoever. I mean, I might as well had like a 2x4 or a brick wall in front of me. Be the same thing to the Kukri. It's just a monster of a cutter. It's more of a heavy cutter, but it was really doing some nice slices when my edge alignment was correct and when the bamboo was kind of aligned with the edge. But it was really just, you know, cleaning house with this bamboo. It was really a pleasure to cut with. Nice slice right there. Really well made knife. Full tang, really strong steel. The knife did benefit by me putting a sharper edge on it because I wasn't happy with the edge that came from KHI, but they have reasons of why they don't make it that sharp. Look at the force. It actually just picked up the entire stand and just moved it. I mean, it is really a heavy-duty cutter. You know, a lot of these cuts where you see it splitting, I mean, there's a lot of times where I kind of just split the bamboo in half with an upward cut, and it just split it in twain. So when the stand is stable enough and it's solid enough and doesn't move, this thing really gets some nice chunks out of the bamboo. Very good chunks, healthy cuts. Okay, I reprofiled this edge too to make it a little bit sharper, but it's doing a good job. I mean, it's a heavy cutter. It's not really a slicer, but I figured I'll see how it works with bamboo. It definitely works well as long as the actual stand is stable enough where the bamboo doesn't have that much play and it's solid. So I'm going to try to get a couple more cuts in and really solidify the bamboo into the stand so I can get some more cuts for you to see. But this is definitely a very heavy cutter, made very well, absolutely no damage to the edge. It's beautiful. I mean, it feels great in the hands. Really a great handle, great feeling cutter. So let's try a couple more. It's probably the first time I've ever seen anybody cut bamboo with a Kukri before. I'm sure there is out there. I just haven't seen it. But while I'm finishing up a couple of these monstrous cuts on this Kukri, I wouldn't call them monstrous, but they're definitely damaging cuts. I mean, if I knew how to use this a lot better, I think I could have got more cuts in because it's definitely a nice sharp edge, but it was definitely doing a lot of damage and hell of a fun time cutting this thing up. But I just want to get a couple of shout outs in. If you're not subscribed to Samurai Byrd, I'll leave a link in the description. Definitely check him out. Would have never been able to cut up some bamboo if it wasn't for him sending them to me, so I'm very appreciative about that. Ooh, almost hit you. Also, a big shout out to Choirboyz Cutlery, Choirboyz with a Z, Scab. He's on his way to 5,000. Definitely give him some love. Get him over to his landmark of 5,000. He's not that far away. And of course, Donnie B All Day, Godfather of Knives. Definitely get some support behind him. He's heading over to 10,000. Definitely a lot of great giveaways, including from my channel when he does hit his 10,000 mark. And hit the stand there. Wow. But no damage, of course. It's a Kukri, man. It's made for KHI. You're not going to see any damage. Tacticool, good old Grugs. Definitely get him up, his subs up. He's definitely a great guy. Big supporter of the community. Get his subs up. Pistol Pete. There's so many guys that I definitely want to shout out. I'll try to leave some links there. But just finishing up some cuts with this Kukri. Like I said a million times, a lot of fun to cut. Sliced it right in half, son. Really good cutter. A lot of fun to cut with this thing. While I'm mentioning shout outs, I can't forget the Shredder knife reviews. Also on his way to 1,000. Get behind him. Very fierce blows that this bamboo is getting. If it wasn't just like kind of moving and my edge alignment was a little bit better, it would have definitely got through them very cleanly. But it did a very good job. So if you notice, the Kukri's more or less kind of slicing them into these like little pieces. It's kind of just really breaking apart the bamboo. But when the cuts are aligned, it really gets through it very well. This is definitely a smasher. It's definitely like a whole smasher, this Kukri, but you know, I'm not the most experienced in swinging these things around, but it's definitely a hell of a lot of fun swinging these things around. And it definitely just breaks into the bamboo like crazy. And yeah, it was fun to cut with this thing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. So my next bamboo cutting session, I'm going to come back to you with another sword. Thanks for watching. Until next video. Ciao, ciao, everybody. Joe Steel Forged and Fire signing out with the Kukri Scourge Apocalypse from KHR Nepal. Monster of a blade. Monster. Later, guys.